Paul, how did
Miami.
you guys do last night? Did you guys beat the you guys beat the Blue Jays?
Oh, I'm going to tell you how we did. The New York Yankees have won 11 straight games, and we're sweeping fucking everybody right now. Listen, I know it's early.
Hey, you were playing garbage first. This is the big one. If you're playing Toronto and you're sweeping them, that's great.
Well, yeah, we beat.
Yeah, you're playing
Toronto.
the fucking Orioles and the White Sox and some B League team. Relax.
No. We played. Yeah, one of them was the Orioles.
Okay, there you go. There's fucking 4 wins.
All right, but we just beat in Toronto back-to-back games, beat the Blue Jays up.
That.
And listen, let's be honest.
I mean, Bo Bichette. I mean, the guy's so dreamy with his highlighted hair.
Bo Bichette's pretty good. What a name, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette is like
almost sounds like Boba Fett.
It does.
Bo Bichette.
But listen, 11 straight games in any professional league is I'll take 11, but it's too early because they could lose 7 out of the next 8 and then it doesn't matter.
Well, you ever think maybe I'm trashing the Yankees because the Red Sox have lost 4 games to walk-offs, hits, home runs, fucking all kinds of shit, dude.
I feel like baseball. It's always been for me. It's always been July 15th is when you know who a team is. It's way too early. Look what you guys did last year. Weren't you guys? You guys weren't that good, and then all of a sudden, you guys got it great. So, hey, look at the Celtics, dude. The Celtics were like what 8th, 9th, 10th, and then all of a sudden they finished.
Yeah, then they came on. How about that game last night, huh? Jaylen Brown just deciding we were not going to lose. He ended the game in the first half. Although the one thing I do hate about the NBA is your team's up 25, and you know at some point that's going to be cut to 8.
I know, especially
every single time. I actually, like, by the end of the third quarter, I just couldn't take it anymore. And I went and I played drums, and I just kept checking the score. I literally, that's the only sport.
Let's talk about this for a second, because I was saying this yesterday. I'm not going to say the NBA is fully fixed, but the
Thank you.
But listen, but the NBA is manipulated. This is what it is. I figured it out last night because I was watching the game. The NBA has a way, especially when there's stars, and listen, when you have a John Morant who they're saying face of the next guy, one of the next guy, which he is, they want that guy to make money for the league and to keep going. So a call here and there to keep it to keep a series in.
To keep him close, that maybe he can do something, give him a what do they call it? A fighter's chance, a puncher's chance. Dude, it is the easiest manipulated fucking game, and there's 100%. No fucking way that the NBA commissioner does not sit down with those referees and say who gets the calls, who doesn't, individually and as far as the team goes. Because, dude, you literally see, dude, I saw last night, right? I mean, they evened it up. Jaylen Brown, what the fuck happened? He just like knocked this guy down, or he cleared him out with his hand.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's an offensive foul. He's Jaylen Brown. We get the call. And then I watch the Greek Freak go down and do the same thing. It's like, oh, I get it. So if you're at NBA All-Star Weekend, and you got all these endorsements and shit, not saying Jaylen Brown does, but like if you're an all-star, if you're like a top-tier player, not only do you get those calls. Now, in fairness to the NBA, that kind of fucking happens in every sport. But that whole thing that I feel like just with like putting the whistle away, he's letting him play, and now he's calling it tight, the same game. Dude, I said for years the NBA was fixed, and then everybody said, oh, you're a conspiracy theory idiot, which I was. But when they finally had the mobbed up ref, their thing was, oh, it's one guy. It's always one guy, Paul. It's always some giant thing, and they always pin it. One person always takes the fall. That's it.
Well, they just did a thing where they admitted the refs were talking, where they admitted that they do have meetings, like they have a little briefing before a game. And that story that what's his name said about Allen Iverson was insane. And it was awesome that Allen Iverson recognized it. So apparently Allen Iverson showed a ref up. Something happened. He showed a ref up, and all of them hated that he did it. They had a meeting before the game, and they're just fucking killing him the whole game. And they're just not letting the Sixers win. And he was like, no way the Sixers are going to fucking win this game. And then that guy Donaghy started going. So finally, during the game, Iverson walked up to one of the refs and he goes, so, dude, how long is this going to go on for? And he goes, what are you talking about? And Iverson looked at him. He goes, you know what I'm talking about. How long is this going to go on for? And it was just basically like, yeah, dude, like it was fucking put in place. So
Kevin Garnett one time said, we didn't fit the NBA script this year. I was like, he's going to get fined for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's funny. You can argue with me, some jerk off comedian that doesn't play fucking anything, right? And just say, but when a fucking player in the league is saying it.
Well, what about John Morant last night? He goes, yeah, they kind of put the whistles away and let us play and let us bang, which was a good thing. But that just means that when they put the whistles away, then later in the game, if after the guy shoots and it hits the hand, they blow the whistle and it changes everything. So I don't think they wanted Golden State to go up 2-0, especially winning both of those games in Memphis last night. So I think that they want John Morant to kind of go further. I do.
Yeah, dude. If somebody gets swept, that's not good. That's not a good thing. Now, I don't think that they manipulate every single thing, but I definitely think that the NBA was in a horrible place in the late 70s.
Yeah.
And they stepped in shit accidentally when Bird goes to Boston, Magic goes to the Lakers, and then it set off this thing that I feel like ever since then, they're like, this is our formula to make money. And for the longest time, like that last time the Celtics and Lakers went into the finals, the one that we won. Dude, the year before, we were like the worst team in the league. And then out of nowhere, we get Kevin Garnett for nothing with Kevin McHale in their front office. And then I remember the Lakers got Pau Gasol for nothing. They got his brother, but his brother stunk at that point. It's like a straight up trade. And they just built both these teams up to be on this fucking head-on collision so they could redo the 80s against Celtics Lakers. They did that for back-to-back years. And then I think what they realized when LeBron went to Miami, that these super teams, these pile-on teams are great for ratings because the Miami Heat fans will watch, and then everybody that fucking hates a pile-on championship team will watch to root for them to lose. And I got to be honest with you, dude, like so many of these champions, I mean, it's been a little better these last couple of years, but like, those Kevin Durant Warrior teams was fucking stupid. The Heat was stupid. The Celtics won that one with the big three. That was a pile-on one. All of the Lakers throughout Kobe's whole fucking career were pile-on teams, right down to their coach. And I just feel like, I don't know. To me, the NBA for the longest time has just been like, it's cast like a movie.
Well, I want to tell you something to you and to all the Boston Celtic fans out there. The Boston Celtics have a place in Paul Verzi's heart forever. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the fact that they swept those fucking rats in Brooklyn. I mean, when I found that news out, I mean, it wasn't like the Knicks or anything, but the joy that fucking gave me. Because just seeing, Kevin Durant telling those young Knicks fans take the jerseys off. I don't care if he's joking or not. He's been shitting on the Knicks. So I loved seeing that. But yeah, man, that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, that's a fucking dude. And then you throw a guy who does all the intangibles like Marcus Smart. That's the ingredients for a championship team.
Grant Williams.
Yes.
Grant Williams is like, he's like a player coach. He's out there like that guy. They had him mic'd up.
Bumped him in the chest. Did you see that? They bumped him in the chest and they go, and Stan Van Gundy goes, that guy's, even though he's small, he's like, that guy's not going to move, dude. Like you could punch that guy in the face. Like you guys have you guys have in my opinion, the makeup and ingredients for a championship run with that. But I do think Marcus Smart needs to be on the court to win that. That's my opinion.
But I think what we have was good. Back in the day, you could win like that. But I think once you got into the era of, as Barkley calls them, the bus riders, the people that, or maybe is a bus rider a guy coming off the bench? To me, a bus rider is a guy that they're already winning. You come in, and you like Clemens. You come in and like the Yankees were already winning, and he comes on, and then next thing you know, he's going through Heroes Canyon or whatever. It was like, dude, they were already winning without you.
Yeah.